Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us back here. We're once again sitting here with Paul Barkley of Game Credits. And on the last video, we dove deep into his background, his past experiences, and what really makes him a businessman worthy to work with Game Credits. But now we want to dive deeper into the company itself, the projects, and talk about it to where everybody can understand it in a language that you don't have to be deep in crypto to understand. So, Paul, how are you doing? You ready to dive in?
Doing great. Yeah, let's get started.
Awesome. So, yeah, first and foremost, for Game Credits, I mean, obviously everybody's watching this, knows Bitcoin, knows a bit about crypto, but how would you explain it to people?
So yeah, Game Credits is a token that is designed right around gaming and gaming needs. And the way we're using it right now is we're using Game Credits as a way to drive massive innovation in not just gaming, but how we make games. We're really looking long term. Like the Genesis Worlds project, which is the project we're working on the most right now. We're building a metaverse gaming experience that we plan on having be around in 100 years time. Obviously, I'm not going to know whether that goal was met, but history will tell. And the way we're doing that is really like using the token to power new ways of collaborating, new gaming experiences, and really doing it in a way that we can build up and have a community on it. Not just have a DAO run it, but have an actual community that has shared values, shared vision, run and drive the majority of this long term.
Okay, so let's talk about some of those ideas. 100 years is a very ambitious time frame, especially in the crypto world, where, as we had discussed previously, goes so fast year to year. It's totally different. So what are some of the things then you're putting together to make this happen? Like, I imagine it's a lot of foundation building.
Yeah, there's a ton of foundation. So we've built out the sort of basic token for Genesis Worlds, which is the Genesis token. We launched that. We launched a farming scheme to launch that. So again, like that's like you hold game credits, you stake them in the farming portal, you earn Genesis. And that builds out our community of holders and owners. From there, the next piece we're going to do is we're going to launch on, or maybe we will have launched by the time you read this. Read this. This is not a book. This is a video. By the time you watch this, we will likely have launched this. The mining claims launch on January 18th, 2022. And those are NFTs that each represent one of the worlds in Genesis Worlds. And the one behind me is Nexus, which is our core world where players start out. So that goes on sale again, January 18th, 2022. If it's after January 18th, don't worry. This is not the standard 1,000 NFTs and they're all sold out instantly NFT drop. All our NFTs for Genesis, all these world NFTs for Genesis World, they're built as bonded NFTs. So they're sold on a bonding curve, and the price is dependent on the demand for that NFT. So if you want to jump in after if you hear about it afterwards, you can. You might pay more than someone who came in right at the start. But not too much more. We're not aiming to like price a bunch of people out. At some point, too many of them will be sold. The price will go up too much. You won't want to buy it. But there's other worlds coming out. This is not like we're not just Genesis World. We're Genesis Worlds. We've got we'll have hundreds of worlds over the next 4 or 5 years. All kinds of different experiences and a bunch of stuff that we haven't even started to imagine.
I've looked at a couple of these, and I've tried to figure out like which one of these is going to be the one that's like everyone wants. And so far, I'm sitting on the cat world, just judging just traditional law of the internet in terms of what it is.
Law of cat is a strong one. Yeah. So, but I think that's kind of where we're trying to sort of, again, like maybe we'll dig into this in another call because it's going a little deep, but like being able to have communities self-select and pick and organize around a shared interest, and then be able to start digging deep into game dev and building within that. And we're taking a lot of like fairly standard metaverse tropes. Like, is there land in Genesis Worlds? Absolutely. One of the ways you get land is if you hold a mining claim, you can convert it into a land. The mining claim sale is also the way to like lock in your ability to have land. Like, if you want to get land, the easiest way to do it is through that mining claim sale. But beyond that, we're also looking at like this being each of these worlds being a shared experience. So it's not just like a whole bunch of different plots of land that are doing their own thing. Like, there'll be something that ties the worlds together. Like, the Nexus is the sort of starting point. It will probably have more portal connections to other worlds than most worlds. So like lots of travel and meetup and social interaction would happen there. Treasure Planet is a sort of pirate themed, mostly aquatic world. You can probably imagine what's going to happen if you go on there and run into some pirates, which is of course you'll kill them and take their loot. Like you got to be able to beat the pirates. Neo Tokyo, which is our third world that we're releasing in our first batch, is a sort of much darker cyberpunk themed world. All kinds of hacking, probably some illegal gambling dens, maybe some actual legal gambling dens as well. All kinds of fun stuff. And then like if you imagine it, we can build it. Like, one of the things we're really trying to do is engage with some bigger communities and say, okay, you've got a great community, but like, you don't have your own metaverse space. We can sort of design something at the world scale for a specific community, work with them to design it. They have their community buy in, they control it, they can build within that and within the foundation and framework of all the tools that we're building. So they don't have to build everything from scratch. They've got this fundamental support structure, and they're not like having to like compete so much with, oh, there's another plot of land next to us, which is like Jimmy's Cat Emporium, and this is Dog World, and we want to be the dogs. So yeah, I think there's a ton of ways that the game is really sort of moving the needle forward in game development as a whole.
Yeah, Paul. So it sounds like you guys got a lot of things planned here. I really think the community-led idea is something that will catch on. Obviously, that sticks deep to crypto's roots. It's definitely a community-led thing. So I guess the last thing I really want to know is, how can people find out more and how can they talk to you guys so they aren't going into this blind?
Yeah, so the biggest thing to do is go to the website. It's genesis.game. Pretty simple, 2 words, 1 dot. You can get a really good understanding of all of that. The best way to talk to us is join our Discord. I'm not going to just say a Discord link because it's like a bunch of random characters, but I'm sure we can like put a link here. We can also it's linked on our website. It's linked in a bunch of places. Like Discord is where our community is growing. There is a Telegram, but go to Discord. We really wanted to drive that larger community growth there. So that's a place you can go, but you can like reach out to us on Twitter, the Game Credits handle. You can find us there. But like anywhere where we are, you can email us, info@gamecredits.org. That's another place you can get direct info. But yeah, the website, genesis.game, that's where you get most of the information about the Genesis project. It's where you can do the Genesis farming. It's where the mining claims are bought, sold. It's kind of the core of everything, and you'll be able to learn everything from there, or really, yeah, just hop into the Discord, ask some questions. Again, one of our big goals is this is a community project, and this is about inclusiveness. So we want to really welcome new people, new ideas, new new concepts. And yeah, that the Discord's one of the more fun channels I've been in a long time. Like it's people like people are not shy about asking the hard questions. Like if someone wants to know something, like they will ask, and the expectation we've set is that we will answer. Like if there's something that we had a case last week where we had made a fix to the white paper because there was an error in it. And one of our community members called us out, rightly so, saying, "Hey, you didn't socialize that with the community. You didn't get buy-in." And so, like, we had a back and forth, and we came to like, okay, yeah, you're absolutely right. We really like it was something that had to be changed. Yeah. But we should have talked about it, and we didn't do that. And like the community is making us as a team better at what we do. And to me, like that was the sort of sign of like, oh yeah, like this is a group of people coming, and the end result of it was the person that brought it up was happy with the response, really happy that they got to have this conversation. It wasn't just oh no, go away. This is not something that you should care about. So like that's the world we're trying to build, is a world where people work together and help each other.
Awesome, man. Well, Paul, I think you did again a great job of explaining the project. But if anyone has any questions, don't be afraid to reach out to the team. Paul says you can happily go there and grill him about anything. He'll happily respond and work with you on it. And Paul, I guess last but not least, I don't want to make you be impartial. Like, I know you might want to stay impartial, but if there was one of these that you like the most, which one's your favorite so far?
That I think from a visual standpoint, I really like Oz. Like I like the feel of it. I think from a sort of concept standpoint, I like Nexus in the sort of concept of like it's actually gonna be a really great starting world. And this is like going so deep into game design and user experience. So Nexus is a ring, not a sphere. Mm-hmm. So what that means is anywhere you are, it's like when you're navigating it, it's really easy to know which way you're pointed. It's really hard to get lost because it's basically a straight line. Like you will always get to where you're going. So that makes it so it's one of those cases where it's like you don't want to have as many choices when you're just starting out with something. So really you don't have many choices because you can go forward, you can go backwards. Yeah, it's going to be like a couple 100 meters wide, so you can walk around a bit, but you know when you're going towards the edge or the middle. It's not like, oh, I'm on a sphere, I have no idea where I am now, I'm just lost.
Fair enough. All right, Paul. Well, I think I've picked your brain. I've digressed significantly. I think we should wrap it up. Again, thank you everybody for watching. If you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to send them over. Stay tuned for more coming soon from Game Credits. Paul, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.